Greetings, traveller, and welcome to the first of our unrelated commentaries. Actually, technically the second, because we've done the first episode of the Ruby Spears show. And if you're wondering why I'm calling you Welcome, Traveller, it's because today we are going to be reacting to the first episode of Garth Marenghi's Darkplace, which is one of my favourite sitcoms ever, maybe. Only ran for 6 episodes, so it's pretty easy for it to stay perfect. But
Yep.
I've got my DVD here, and I'm Tom Gallagher. With me, Chris Jacobsen, our Superboy fact checker, who hasn't seen the show for the first time. This is the first time he's watching it. I've seen it a bunch of times. But this isn't like regular YouTube reaction videos. If you're new to the channel, you will need your own copy of the show to watch along with us. This isn't going to be a condensed version. This is the equivalent of, I guess, what some channels do on Patreon, where they put the uncut reactions up and you just need your own copy to watch alongside.
Yep.
We don't bother with Patreon. We're just putting it for free on YouTube. Get your copy, sync it up with us. We'll count you in, and we hope you enjoy the show. Chris, I really hope you enjoy the show. Had you heard of this show before I suggested it?
I had not heard of it, though I did do a little bit of research. I know that Richard Ayoade from the IT Crowd is in it.
He is indeed. There's another actor from the IT Crowd in it as well. Matt Berry. He's also in Toast of London, and now he's in What We Do in the Shadows in the US.
Okay.
Really, really funny actor. He's fantastic in this show, and let's just get into it. So get your copies of the first episode. Get ready to hit play, and we'll count you in on 3, 2, 1, go. On go, hit play. 3, 2, 1, go. Spoiler alert, that is not why they didn't show it. So obviously this is a kind of a Stephen King type parody.
Yeah.
Just expertly written. I love the detail with all the different novel names and stuff. Like, you could totally see that on a shelf.
Yep.
Even the title sequence here, like, it's just pure 80s cheese, isn't it? Ooh, well. That shot of the ambulance and the baby, never in the show.
Yeah.
They shot that just for the titles.
Richard Ayoade. I assume he's playing a completely different kind of character than Moss.
Yes, very much so. Still some of the same awkwardness, but you'll see why. So yeah, this show is. What if Stephen King thought he was making Twin Peaks, but instead was making Maximum Overdrive?
Right.
Yeah. Uh, just some of the worst acting ever. I love that the door was behind him, but he just walked behind the camera to leave the room. Just a load of nonsense. Does it? Does it make sense? Oh. I love that it starts on a no smoking sign just to reveal that he's smoking. I love the details of this show. I just love that despite the fact that Garth Marenghi, the character, is supposed to be British, he fills his work with so many Americanisms, and because he doesn't understand them, they just completely fall flat. Like
Yeah.
imagine leaving like an occult, like ritual to make a couple of Coke floats. I just love that everything from the way it's shot to the editing to the writing. There's just something wrong with all of it. I just love that every character has just an absurd voice.
Yeah.
Like Matt Berry always sounds like that, but
Well, that's a little over the top.
are you alright? Oh. I bet it does. I bet it does.
A conveniently placed shovel.
Yeah, in a hospital. I suppose it's just standard equipment for every hospital room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Heart rate monitor, shovel. Probably a good idea. He's just so pretentious, isn't he? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm. I love that the shovel just kept disappearing and reappearing. I don't know why, just a silent shot of him just walking is so funny.
I think it's just the way he's walking.
Yeah. But it's also, as well, it's the fact that any competent director wouldn't have even bothered to shoot that. Like, you'd have a little part of it, maybe just the end.
Yeah.
At the very least, you'd edit it down, you know? Keep an eye on Dean Lerner during this scene. He moves positions several times.
Okay.
There he is with a gun. And there he's next to him. He's back over there. Oh, I love it. Yep. And that's why you always take a flamethrower to a funeral. Right. You see that gravestone just shaking. Oh. just, just grabbing her ass on film. Oh. Yeah, you'll see throughout this show, it's just slowly they put the clues in that Dean Lerner might just be a sex pest.
I have not laughed this hard in a long time.
It's just like a perfect parody of like shitty 80s television. Like just the worst 80s, like, you know, with all the sci-fi shows and stuff. It's just great.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's episode 1 of Garth Marenghi's Darkplace. And my god, it's just a perfect parody of just a really pretentious horror writer that, thinks he's Stephen King, but he's probably like one of the 1,000 Stephen King imitators that came out around, when he was most popular. It's like,
Right.
yeah, Garth Marenghi's the forgotten horror writer, but he thinks he's the greatest of all time. And he also thinks because he sells a lot of novels that he automatically would be fantastic at writing and directing television. And he's not good at either.
No. I have to say the cast are so good in this. Perfect acting to seem like they're overacting.
Exactly. Like, I just love the fact that the character Liz, who's also the character Madeline Wall, who played by Alice Lowe, like,
Right.
Yeah. each actor obviously plays multiple roles, as you know. But I love the fact that almost every line of dialogue that she says is very clearly dubbed. Like, for some reason, her audio on set can't have been good enough because she's the only actor where I think it's almost every single line is dubbed. And I just think it's such a funny detail. But
I gotta say, Tom, this was a riot. Thank you for introducing me to it.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because obviously we'll have to watch another episode at some point in the future. Not sure when. We have quite a few things to get to before we do another episode of Darkplace, but we will at some point. But there will be another unrelated commentary next week, which is going to be the first episode of the Leslie Nielsen just another parody show, except this time parodying police dramas. Police Squad. The legendary show that spawned a movie franchise, which is apparently they're making a new Naked Gun now, I think.
Well, there's been a rumor about that for the last 15 years.
Isn't Seth MacFarlane supposed to be producing it now? I thought I'd read that he'd cast Liam Neeson or something in the role.
God, I hope not. Seth MacFarlane is not as good as everybody thinks he is.
Well, Family Guy and stuff. I mean, to be honest, Family Guy and stuff hasn't been good for a very long time. But I mean, I do love The Orville. I think The Orville was probably some of the best Star Trek that we've gotten in recent years. It's just a shame it's not actually Star Trek. But
yeah,
I think it also helps that Star Trek itself hasn't been particularly good for a while. Apart from Strange New Worlds and to a lesser extent Lower Decks. But really getting offhand now. But yeah, next week, tune in. We'll be doing another unrelated commentary. First episode of Police Squad. We'll see you then. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell icon, all that stuff. Leave us a comment if you've enjoyed this and you want us to do more episodes of Darkplace. And we'll be seeing you soon.
Or even if you want us to do something else besides Darkplace or Naked Gun.
Absolutely,
we'll see what we have in the collection.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, give us some suggestions, and absolutely, we'll get to them. Like, it's always fun to get some suggestions. And also, if you've made it this far and you're a fan of the Superboy Legacy channel that you're on, like if this isn't the first video by us you've seen, maybe let us know in the comments as well. What's your favourite episode of Superboy? What's your least favourite episode of Superboy? And who's your favourite guest star? Because these three questions I've been putting out on Instagram lately, and all the responses that we get for it, we're going to be reading and discussing in a future episode of the podcast. So if you want to get a shout out and get your question read, leave us a comment. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for coming. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Bye.